Hey guys, welcome to Horizons. Welcome to week 6 of Horizons. This went so quick. Today we're going to be playing a math game, and what you'll need is the deck of cards that you got in your box. If you don't have that, maybe you have cards laying around somewhere. And this is a game that if you don't have these kind of cards, these playing cards, you could use different cards if you wanted to. You could use Uno cards, you could use Skip-Bo cards, if you didn't have these kind of cards, if you can't find them. So how we're going to play it is, there's two ways you can play it. Now, one way you can play it is you can take out all of the queens that look like this. You can take them out. The kings, they look like this. The aces, they're the cards with the ace on it. And then also you can take out the jacks. They look like that. You can play it that way. Of course, both ways that you play it, you're going to want to take out these two joker cards. You want to take them out. But you can either play it with leaving those cards that I said to take out. You can either leave them in or you can take them out. Now, first way I'm going to show you is with them out. So no king, no queen, no jack, no ace. Take them out. So what's going to happen is you're going to take your deck of cards and you're going to shuffle them. Now, this is a game that you can play with your family. You can play it with your friends. And what you're going to do is nobody has any cards. And you might want a piece of paper too. You're going to want a piece of paper, something to write with. You're also going to want that for everybody. So what you're going to start with is everybody's going to start with a score of 0. Then what you're going to do is you're going to shuffle these cards, put them in the middle, and then you're going to all take turns picking up one card at a time. So my first card that I picked up was a 10. So that means I have 10 points. Well, then the next person will go, and so then I'll write that down on my scorecard. So on my scorecard, I'll have a piece of paper. Okay, and I'll write 10. Because right now my score's 10. Then somebody else will go and be my turn again, and I'll pick up another card. Well, now I got a 9. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add this 9 to the 10. So then I'll put a 10 and then my 9 underneath it. Remember, the 9 goes under the 0. Keep them in their spots. And the 9 stays in the 1's column right under the 0 and the 1's column in the 10. Keep all your numbers lined up, because what you're going to do is it's going to keep going around and you're going to keep picking up cards. So now I got an 8. And the whole point of this game is to be the first person to reach 100 without going over. So that means if you reach 100 but you went over, you reach 103, you're out. But if you reach 100, then you win the game. Okay, so that's why you want to keep this, because you want to keep adding up. So I would do my 10 plus 9. That would give me 19. Okay, and then I picked up another card and I got an 8. Well, then I'm going to add my 8 to that 19. And that's going to give me what? 19 plus 8. What would that be? 27, right? You would get 27. So now I'd have a score of 27. So you can play this game with your family or your friends. Now, the other way, if you were to keep the other cards in, the only difference, you'd play it the same way, except these are also going to have points to them. So the jack, he looks like this. He would be worth 11 points. So the jack is worth 11 points. The queen, which looks like this, she is worth 12 points. The king, he looks like this. He is worth 13 points. And the ace is worth 0 points. Okay. So that is how you play the game with or without it. So if you played with them, they would also have these points. So 0, 13, 12, 11. That would be their points. And so you can play with them or you can play without them if you don't want to keep them in the game, if you are having a hard time remembering. But that's a game that you could play with your family, with your friends. You could play it maybe in the car if you're going somewhere. That would be something that you could play. Just a fun math game to help you keep playing. And it's kind of a fun game. You're racing to get to 100. And so you can play that game anywhere, and you can play that with your family, and that would be a fun game to help you practice adding. All right, well, I hope you guys have some fun and have a great week.